Welcome back to our lessons. Hello, everyone. Well, today we will continue with unit number 8. And for this unit, we are going to analyze grammar. Grammar this time, I'm going to share with you, will concentrate on two different things. Okay. So, first, let's see this introduction, the adverb just. So, you have 5 messages maybe in your cell phone. Press 1 to listen to your messages. Message 1. Hi, I've just left the office and I am on my way to meet you. Message 2. Hi, me again. It's just my luck, but my train is cancelled. The next one is in 15 minutes. Message 3. Hi again. Guess what? The next train is cancelled too. I've just about had enough of trains for today. I'll call you when I know what's happening. Message 4. Hi, it's me. I just called to say I am on my way. Message 5. Hi, I am walking towards you and I just called to say I love you. Well, notice that we have used the same adverb just, but in different situations. We are going to analyze this one so that we may notice why we have used those adverbs. Okay. Well, it's just the same adverb, but with different meanings. Okay. And of course, the second uh, element that we are going to analyze, it's to refer to purpose and result. Let's see this presentation. Nick is afraid of elevators. So, since he moved into an apartment on the 21st floor recently, he has had to climb 21 flights of stairs every day to get home. He also has to walk down 21 flights so that he can get to work or go to the stores. When he first moved into his apartment, it took him 20 minutes to climb stairs, but his daily stair climbing has been great for getting fit. He now runs from the ground floor to his front door in just under 3 minutes. In fact, Nick is now in such great shape that he is enter his first international tower running race. He will be running up to 10,000 steps in the company of professional athletes in order to put his stair running fitness to the test. So notice that here we have said why constantly, why this happened, why uh, another action has occurred. So in this case, we were analyzing purpose. And of course, there is an effect, there is a consequence. And then we are also talking about result. Okay, so we are going to make our presentation first with the adverb just and then expressing purpose and expressing result. Okay, let's see then. I'm going to share right now uh, just my presentation. Well, you can see that just, it's a very frequently used adverb. And it's, of course, one of the adverbs that we can use, okay, for different reasons. Then let's see why we use just. The adverb just, okay, appears in sentence just before the word it emphasizes. That's the first thing we have to keep in mind. It can come before the main verb. This is the example. She's just left a message. She has just left the message. Okay, so the main verb is left. Before a preposition, the phone rang just about a minute ago. Or before a noun, is just a short message. Or it could also be before a conjunction. I'll be with you just as soon as I've finished this call. We often use just in spoken English, and it has different meanings. Okay? It means that we constantly use it when we are expressing something. For instance, when we want to express very recently, we say, and this is the example, she has just left the office. So very recently, it was just a minute ago, or perhaps less than a minute. She just left the office. Well, that depends because sometimes we say just left the office and it was an hour ago, but it just a period of time that we consider short. Okay. Then it could also mean simply. It's just a matter of luck. Notice that. It's simply a matter of luck. Or it could also express the meaning of only. He just sings. Only sings. It means that he doesn't write the music. Okay? Exactly. That's another meaning. And this is the example. It's just the kind of music I love. It's exactly the music I prefer. I love it. Or in certain cases, it means a little. They were on stage for just over 2 hours. Okay, that is a little bit that period of time. Well, in some cases, just has no particular meaning, but it's used for emphasis. And these are the examples. I just love this track. It's just amazing. That's just not acceptable. And notice that in all those cases, we also emphasize with the intonation. Okay? Just taste this pizza. And this is another thing. Sometimes we use it at the beginning of a sentence when it is just a command. Okay? Just taste it. Just do it. Okay? Similar to those. Other uses of sorry, we use just when something almost doesn't happen. I can just hear you. Please speak up. Okay. We just made it to the station on time. We almost missed the bus or the train. Okay. But we nearly didn't arrive on time. Okay. Then just about means almost. I've just about had enough of this. The program's just about over. Okay. And just as, which is also a combination, is used to emphasize that something is equal to something else. Okay. The view is just as good from here. Okay. Well, those are the meanings of just. Let's see. Just is commonly an adverb in English, especially in speaking English, okay? It has different meanings, as we have seen. Just means simply or absolutely in most of the cases or only, but in the case of simply or absolutely, we use it to emphasize, okay, the sentence. It's just not right. That is, it's not simply, okay, it's not simply right what you say, okay? Our holiday was just perfect. Our holiday was absolutely perfect, okay? And just will also mean, or could also mean exactly. You look just like your sister. Remember what we said just as? That we may make a comparison with that, just the same, with just, meaning exactly. And you put your signature just here, exactly in this place, okay? So, and the last meaning that we have to concentrate on is only, only. Just meaning only could be similar to this, okay? His first paycheck was just 15 pounds, exactly that, only that, no more than 15 pounds, okay? And can I help you in a shop? We can listen to this. It's normal, or in a restaurant, or in any other place, okay? And the answer could be no, it's all right, thanks. I'm just looking. I'm not doing any other thing. I'm just looking, only looking. I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to do what you are thinking, okay? So stay away, I am just looking, meaning only looking. I'm not interested in that, okay? Then just could also express, okay, recently or very uh, recent, okay, when we speak. That's the case of this example. Where is my phone? I had it now. Okay. Could you wait for me? I'm going to the shop. And we can say, just wait for me. Okay. Uh, where is my phone? I just had it. So notice that in those cases, it was a minute ago, some minutes ago, or recently, just that. We often use the present perfect or the past perfect with the meaning of just when we refer to a short time before this moment in which we are speaking. I've decided to sell my apartment. So I am talking to somebody else, uh, making use of the present perfect. And we could also say, I've decided to sell my apartment using just. I've just decided, and I am making emphasis with that, okay? I've just decided to sell my apartment. It's also recent, okay? On my way to the station, their train arrived. So, on my way to the station, the train has just arrived. Notice that in those cases, as I said, the meaning is related to the expression of time that is present. And we also use just to emphasize an imperative, as I mentioned at the beginning, instead of saying just the imperative, like in this one, shut the door. We can say just shut the door, okay? And we make emphasis with that, all right? Well, let's see when we are going to express purpose. Well, this is the second item, the second issue that we have to analyze in unit number 8. Well, for expressing purpose, okay, we could use different prepositions or expressions. First, we use for plus a verb with ing, or we use to plus the infinitive of the verb. You know that. For instance, when we use for plus the verb and ing, we use it to talk about the function of an object. Okay, it's used when we want to explain what something is generally used for and what its purpose. Okay, what the purpose of something is. We don't use it for with the infinitive. We use it with the verb with ing. For instance, a camera is for taking photos. Okay, that's the purpose. That's the function of a camera. The headphones are for listening to music. So whenever we are talking about the function of an object, we use for. Okay. When the subject of a sentence is a person, and when we are talking about the function of an object, it's also possible to use to plus the infinitive. It's in that case similar to the use of for plus the verb plus ing. And then we say, I use this box to store DVDs. Okay, it's just the same as if you say it, I use this box for storing DVDs. Okay, well, we also use to plus the infinitive when we want to talk about someone's intention or goal, about why they are doing something. Okay, we need to use to plus the infinitive. In this case, the subject of a sentence is always a person. I went to London to study English. Notice that we cannot say for this example. Okay? In this example, it's not possible. I'm going home to relax, to take it easy. She sat down to read. In those cases, we have a person as the subject and then the intention or the goal to do something. Okay? We could also use here in order to. The meaning is the same as when we use to plus the infinitive. Then we use in order to or so as to instead of to plus infinitive. This just makes it a bit clearer that we are talking about goals or intentions. And it's also a bit more formal. Okay, it doesn't change the meaning, but we use it for the written, let's say, tasks in order to, or so as to. And when we speak, it's better to say to, but in certain cases, we can also use in order to or so as to. They sound more formal. We can say in this case, I went to London in order to study English. Okay, the meaning is the same as if I say, I went to London so as to study English, or just to say, I went to London to study English. In those sentences, the meaning is the same. It means that when we talk about purpose, we may express purpose with different prepositions or phrases like in order to, in order that, so as to, or so that. Let's see when we use one or the other. Use these expressions to introduce the intended purpose of an action. Use in order to and so as to plus the infinitive when we use the verb. Of course, that's why we say the infinitive. He has to climb 21 flights of stairs in order to, so as to get home every day. To form the negative, use in order not to. Remember, we are going to use an infinitive. The infinitive in the negative form could be not to. Okay? Then he has to be very careful in order not to fall down. Okay? Use in order that or so that plus a clause. Okay? In those cases, we say, these are examples. He has signed up for a tower running race in order that or so that he can test his fitness. In informal speech and writing, it is possible to omit that after so. We can say in that case, he's running the race so he can see how fit he is. Okay? So it means that expressing result, we use so that, and in certain cases, such that, to express the result of an action. Okay? And in those cases, what we use is the adjective. In that case, we say so before the adjective and such before the noun phrase. Let's see. He's so fit that he's entered a running competition. Or we can say with such, he is in such great shape that he's entered a running competition. The meaning of these two sentences are the same, okay? Or the meaning is the same, sorry. But of course, we have changed the, let's say, ingredients of this sentence, that is the elements that we use in the sentence. Note that when we use such before a noun phrase, even if the noun phrase starts with an adjective, we make a little, let's say, emphasis in the object as such, the condition, okay? And when we use the adjective, we just notice that we are talking about characteristic, okay? Then, however, when the noun phrase begins with a determiner like much, many, little, or a few before a noun, we use so rather than such. It took him so much time. Notice that in this case, time, it's also a noun. It took him so much time to get down the stairs that he was always late for work. Okay? Well, these are the functions that we have to study with these, let's say, the phrases to express purpose and result. Okay, so I suggest you do these activities you have in your book, and exercise 1 and 2 could be enough to practice the use of just. Look at these two exercises. In the first one, you have to choose the word or words in each sentence which could be replaced with the adverb just. In this case, we will concentrate on the meaning of just. In the second, you are going to delete the wrong uses of just. That is, you will just write the correct ones. Like in the example we have here, it's just what I've always wanted. And the other two could be eliminated from this sentence. And in the case of the second activity we were analyzing, well, we have 3 exercises here. Match the 2 halves of the sentences so that we can, let's say, find the different correlations between one word and the other. And in the second, you will complete this with the correct form that we use in the phrase. For instance, complete the sentence with one word. And the first example we have here, I signed up for a course in order to learn Chinese. Okay, good. In that case, we cannot say in order that because it's a verb what we are using, learn. Okay, but we can also think of other parts of those phrases for the rest of the missing words. And in exercise number 3, you choose the correct word in italics. That is, you decide which is the correct form. In order to or in order that. That's an example. So that or for. So you had to think about the uses we had explained. Okay. Well, that's it. That's everything for unit number 8. I hope you will enjoy this, let's say, issue for grammar. Well, I'll see you then. I will stop showing you this presentation. And remember that we are going to have our lesson this Sunday. Good luck. I'll see you then. Bye bye.